to be here at Eva's. As I've become the bishop, I've learned not only the good work of Eva's, but the people who make Eva's what it is and what it continues to be. The gift that Eva's is to the church in our diocese of Paterson, to this community of Paterson, to so many sisters and brothers who come in need, but encounter hope, the gift of hope. They encounter faith and love, and they encounter the Lord's peace.
And it takes a village, but it also takes a vision. The gentleman behind me, Monsignor Puma, had a vision. And I remember as a young child watching television, he was often on television with his commercials promoting Eva's, where hope begins. So Father Puma, thank you for Eva's, where hope begins and where hope belongs.
If it wasn't for Eva's village, my father would have not been transformed. He died a saved man, and a lot of it had to do with all of the support that he received. Obviously, I believe in God first and foremost, but also all of the individuals that some way or another, assisted him with counseling, with his addiction. Eva's village transforms lives. Thank you. Thank you for making a difference in my father's life. Thank you.
Beautiful day, celebrating our 40 years and talking about my best friend and hero, Monsignor Puma. I want to tell you, he was one in a million, and we're only here because of him.
We've been feeding, we've been clothing, and we've been sheltering. And we've been doing a very good job of that. And I will tell you that going forward, our staff, I'm sure this has been a mantra before, but we're really going to start to live into this. We now need to work towards solving why they're hungry, why they're homeless, and why they need shelter. And we're committed to that. We're putting more resources to that.
I believe that the bigger impact that we volunteers offer is bringing a bit of humanity into our guests' day. We do that simply through a smile, a kind word, or a heartfelt hello. It's good to see you. And we know that that may be the only kind gesture they receive that day.
It's a symbol of hope. The very structure itself, everyone that comes through, whether you are traveling by, whether you are stopping, whether you are going into church to worship or just to the courthouse or any kind of services right here in this great city, Eva's Village is known to everyone throughout the state. We have introduced a joint legislative commendation, and it's being prepared, or it was introduced by both myself, Senator Gordon, my two assembly colleagues, Assemblywoman Shavonda Sumter and Assemblyman Benji Wimberly. For all the countless volunteers, for the thousands of supporters, for the numerous community groups, and for all the loyal staff dedicated to this, let me just say congratulations to every one of you. Congratulations for the work that you have done.
Dignity and hope. Dignity and hope. That's what it's all about. So, Howard, thank you for your dedication to the community.
My family knew Eva's kitchen very well. There was times where we didn't have dinner and we didn't have food, and we had to come here and eat. And when I went away to college, I made sure that anytime I was home, we came back and we volunteered here at Eva's. And now it just brings me so much pride and joy that I get to bring my children here to volunteer every year for Thanksgiving or for Christmas, to just, come here and to support people who need help, and to let them know that, when I was their age, I was sitting in these chairs.
That Eva's Village is always on the winning circumference of doing what's right for the great residents and the people of Paterson.
Please continue to support. Please do what you need to do to make sure that we see 40 more years of hope.
I spent the better half of my life incarcerated because of this disease of addiction. 33 plus years out of my 62 spent behind those walls because of this disease that I couldn't control and had no idea of how to find the help that I needed. And they dropped me off at intake, and that's the moment that I knew this place was different. The staff here, the best. I guess everybody is following Monsignor Puma's belief in having compassion. Because everybody here that I encountered up until this day is very compassionate, they humble, they make you trust them. I trusted them to tell them that I was hurting. And I knew that was the only way that I would be able to address my issue. If I find a safe place to let them know that I'm really suffering inside. And I was able to do that coming here to Eva's Village. I couldn't do that anywhere else. And it's operated and based on a community that's driving and striving to excel and to help its community, its family. I am standing on my own 2 feet. I'm getting my balance. I'm getting my balance. And it won't be too long before I'll ask you to let it go and watch me step into my own greatness. Thank you for letting me share.